Hello and welcome to this short video on searching for code within the OpenSAFELY GitHub organization. Often, when writing study code, you might want to see examples of how other people have used ehrQL or other kinds of code within OpenSAFELY studies. This video shows you how to search within the GitHub organization to see other people's code. To get started, I have just navigated to the OpenSAFELY GitHub organization at github.com/OpenSAFELY. This is the organization where all OpenSAFELY study repositories are located. So we can see various studies here. And the thing that's going to be useful to us now is searching within this organization. So if you click on the search bar here at the top right in the GitHub UI, it will bring up a search bar. And here we can see that we are searching within the organization of OpenSAFELY. In order to search for example, all ehrQL code, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a code snippet that represents what I'm searching for, and I'm going to put it in double quotes. In this case, I'm going to search for from ehrQL import, because this is a string that will appear, this is a sequence of code that will appear in every file that has ehrQL code within it. If I now execute this search, we can see what it brings up. So we can see that it's found more than 100 files within the organization. In fact, it's found 288. Some of them will include documentation from OpenSAFELY itself, but others will be examples of ehrQL code written by other people as part of their study repositories. For example, we can look at this repository, Opioids COVID Research, and see that this import of the ehrQL language occurs within a measures file. If we want to inspect this further, we can just click on that file name and it will take us to the code that we're looking at here. So here we have an example of somebody's ehrQL code. We can now navigate back to our search results and continue looking. Another example of something you might want to search for is a specific method call. For example, if you want to see how other people are using a particular feature. So I'm now going to search for example, the method name that configures dummy data when you're using ehrQL's dataset. And that is configure dummy data. And I'm also going to add the opening bracket. And this will find all instances of this method call within the OpenSAFELY organization. So we can see several repositories. We found 144 files that use this method. If I were looking for an example of somebody adding additional population constraints within the configure dummy data method call, I could go and look at this dataset. So if I click on the file name here, we can see that it has taken us to the exact place where this code is written. And we can see a usage of the additional population constraint argument to this function. If I wanted to search for more usages of this particular feature, I could copy it and I could go back to my previous search page and I could search for that in the search bar here. Right, we can see that only one file actually uses it within the organization OpenSAFELY. If, for example, I wanted to search for some R code or some Stata code, I could equally well put that in between these double quotes here. That shows you how to search for specific code that other people have written within the OpenSAFELY organization on GitHub.